6'6", number 44, Jackson Jr. The man in the middle, 7 feet tall, number 11.
Thursday night, the best night of the week for NBA basketball. Hi there, everybody, and thanks for being with us on 2K Sports. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
So a look at our starters for the Heat. Jose Alvarado is out there with MP. Then there's Kevin Love. Then there's Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, as always, it's Middleton and Giannis at the forward spots. Damian Lillard out there with Jackson. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And Grant sitting at the midway point of the season now. As a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Shot's good by Hill.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Antetokounmpo outside. To the inside, Middleton. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
Hill, the pass to Adebayo. Rejected by Lopez. Hill with the steal. All alone on the break. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Hill's got 6 points.
And Butler is someone any coach would love to have. You see why with passes like these.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 17 points in his last outing. And Lillard gets it to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's in there.
Well, in the 2-man game, Adebayo can play either role. This time he sets the screen, gets it back, and scores.
Now here's Lillard. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Antetokounmpo against Love. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Outside, Hill. Love, a screen on Middleton. It's Hill with the drive. Shot clock at 5. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. The Bucks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Lopez, the screen. There's the 3. Rebounded by Butler. Miami's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Some room here for Hill. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Hill's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense, Coaches notice that extra effort.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And let's take a look at the power rankings and see how these teams compare across the league. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Checking out Miami, they've really exceeded all expectations, showing they're capable of so much more than some believed.
Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Good! And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Antetokounmpo has got 3 assists in the game. Outside Love. Knocks down the triple.
Well, you got to crowd Love out on the perimeter, or else he'll make you pay from there.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. 4-point game. The Heat beat them last time when those two met at Miami.
They got crushed the last time they faced this team, and they only have themselves to blame.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle.
Now here's Hill. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Adebayo, no good.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Just a selfless play by Giannis. He knows all eyes are on him, so he dishes to a ready shooter.
And finished off by Adebayo.
Well, he can do that. Adebayo's an excellent athlete, even by NBA standards.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Lillard passes to Lopez. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Green comes in for Jackson. Green's checked in for Miami. Tyler Hero comes in for Alvarado. Now here's Hill. Give him 8 points now. Counted from distance.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Here's Lillard. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Adebayo sets a screen. Hill drives in, and MP throws it down.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Now here's Hill. He's got 10. And the Heat, another 3.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Adebayo, a screen on Green. Hill for 3. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Milwaukee making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in. And so it's Miami, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Run line. They're measuring up the shot. To that. Give it up for our contestants.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
Can't say enough about the job the front office did in acquiring Luka Doncic. Willing to do whatever it takes to get the deal done. Great job.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Miami Heat.
So they've got some firepower coming off that bench, man. And not just complimentary scorers. We're talking about primary options.
Which makes this club really difficult to defend for an entire game because they always have fresh people coming in. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Damian Lillard.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
The Bucks trail by 12. All right, time for an injury report.
Well, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And just like that, he's right back out there. That's some toughness. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Jackson out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Love a screen on Jackson. Hill for 3 on target from range. Hill's got 21.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Here's Middleton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Middleton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
With how well he shoots it, you can forget Middleton is 6'7". That size and high release point helps him close in.
Outside, Hill. There's a screen by Love. Hill finds Love. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
For 3.
Hill's got 5 assists tonight.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Here's a great quote from Coach Eric Spoelstra, who said, "The Miami Heat culture is a system based on discipline and hard work. We stand for something. That's competition. That's winning. We feel that there's a championship DNA that you can't develop." And Brian, they walk the walk.
One of the great organizations in the league, Allie. Hill for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now, and that one's good. Lillard.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Hill for 3. Look it. He's now 9 for 11 after that one.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
Antetokounmpo outside. Lillard into the lane. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
Love a screen on Jackson. Outside for Love. And again, it's Miami from deep.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Antetokounmpo outside. Look at Giannis playing big inside against contact.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Love a screen on Jackson from 15 feet away. And again, it's Miami converting. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Pass to Middleton. Over Butler. And Middleton gets it to go on the assist by Antetokounmpo. Middleton's got 12 points in the game. And let's check in now with Shams Charania, standing by for a special report on some action in the Western Conference.
Thank you, B.A. As the trade deadline gets closer, it's the Lakers front office making things happen. They've done something that has sent shockwaves around the league. They've acquired MVP caliber talent, Luka Doncic, and this has been circulating for a while now that they were targeting this multi-dimensional guard. But now it's instantly become a reality, and it changes everything about the outlook moving forward for this team.
Always great to hear from you, Shams. Thanks so much.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Up top, Hill, defended by Jackson. Hill, the pass to Love. Jackson against Hill. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Hill's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Lets it go from 14. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Hill for 3. And the Heat on the another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. There's the triple, and the Bucks hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Jackson, pass to Antetokounmpo. Over Love, another one falls for Milwaukee.
And using that mid-range area of the floor, Giannis is so confident shooting from there.
Love, a screen on Jackson. Hill, the pass to Love. MP looking it over. Takes the 3. Love, that's good. Love's got 14 points for the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah.
Oh!
Wow!
And showing the point guard instincts there. Boy, Giannis can make it look easy.
And so it's Eric Spoelstra with the timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Prince comes in for Antetokounmpo. Connaughton, he's checked in for Jackson. And Green is subbed in for Damian Lillard. And Miami with a change here too. Jaquez has checked in for Love.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Middleton against Butler. Middleton, left side, over Butler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the free throw, no good. Well, Coach, the Heat have had some deep playoff runs recently, making the finals twice in 5 years.
Yeah, Brian, and what's really interesting is that they've only been higher than a 5 seed once in that span. They just hit a different gear in the playoffs.
30 seconds left in the third quarter. Connaughton outside. 17 seconds left in the third. Here's Middleton. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Left side, Jaquez. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Miami Heat liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
We got to get to defending them, and we got to get attacks in the paint without turning it over. Best way to do it is to trust.
And Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to be both aggressive and efficient. That's a tall order. Outside, Hill. Over Green. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Hill's got 36 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Hill for three. Connects from downtown. Hill's got 39.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And that one's good. Middleton.
Well, he's making a concerted effort to use the three-point shot here in the second half. Only one in the first, 3 since the break.
Dorte. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Hill's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Now here's Jackson. Alvarado defending. Middleton looking around. It's stolen by Love. They push it up 4-on-3. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, look, Love has great court awareness. You leave someone open on his team and he'll find them.
Green. That shot, no good. Oh, great D that time from Adebayo.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
He gets it in there. Love's got 11 in the second half.
Man, he's on fire. Playing patient basketball, not forcing shots.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive. And the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, it's not hard to be blown away by his level of play. It's never easy winning on the road, but to do it in this fashion, that's a special performance right there. Hero on the wing. And stolen by Jackson. To the right side. Unloads from 13, and it's Lillard. That time on the assist by Jackson. Lillard's got 39. Here's Hero. And so the ball out of bounds. Hero touched it last. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
To the paint. Here's Lillard. MP with the block. They recover it. Lopez, the screen. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight. Miami leading by 14. Hero, the pass to Hill. Fires the 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Jackson outside. Pass to Lillard. This one for 3. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And you see why he's one of the top scorers in the league. Lillard does it in so many ways.
Craig with a screen on Jackson. Here's Hill. Hold the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Hill's got 41.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Let's go with a 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable. And the distance,
good. Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got two guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Hill for three. Rebounded by Lopez. Jackson for three. Fires in the triple. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. McGee, a screen on Jackson. Hill for three. Good. He hits again.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, night in, night out.
And he's moved right past Kobe. Yes, Kobe beat Bryant's 2007 season. What a remarkable accomplishment.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Tyler, we know you are never shy. What gives you that confidence to let it fly when the pressure is on?
I like taking a big shot. My teammates, my coaches, they all trust me, put me in the right spots, and sometimes I make a couple big shots here and there.
Well, you give them a reason to trust as well. Congratulations.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now for our player of the game.